How to castle in chess correctly. Imagine a move that can protect your king and bring your rook into play at the same time. That move is called castling, and it's a special part of chess fundamentals. Let's walk through how to do it the right way. First, you need to move your king to squares toward the rook you want to castle with. This is the only move where the king travels more than one square in a single turn. After moving the king, you then slide the rook over to the square right next to the king on the opposite side. For example, if you are castling on the king's side, the king moves from its starting position on e1 for white or e8 for black to g1 or g8. The rook then jumps from h1 or h8 to f1 or f8. If you are castling on the queen's side, the king moves from e1 or e8 to c1 or c8, and the rook moves from a1 or a8 to d1 or d. Remember, there are two types of castling: kingside, which is sometimes called short castling, and queenside, called long castling. Now there are some rules to keep in mind to do this move correctly. Neither the king nor the rook involved can have moved earlier in the game. If either piece has moved, you lose the right to castle with that piece. Also, there can't be any pieces standing between the king and the rook. The path must be clear. The king cannot be in check at the start of castling, and the squares the king crosses over, as well as the square it lands on, must not be under attack by your opponent. The rook can pass through attacked squares, but the king cannot. You also cannot castle if doing so would put your king in check. Castling is a smart move because it helps protect your king by moving it away from the center and connects your rooks for better coordination. It's best to avoid moving the king or the rook early unless necessary, as doing so can give your opponent chances to attack. Castling early can help you develop your pieces faster and strengthen your position. So remember, to castle correctly, move your king to squares toward the rook, then move the rook to the square next to the king on the opposite side, following the rules about previous moves, clear paths, and safety. It's the only move where two pieces move at once and the only time a piece other than a knight jumps over another piece. Mastering castling is a key step in building a solid game and keeping your king safe.